And that will open up a lot of doors for you. You're going to have too many choices. And the other question that is going to stand for you is whether, yeah, it makes you happy, yeah, you like it, but hello, you beautiful people, welcome to the channel. It's Rad, and in this video you can watch a forecast for your star sign for the upcoming week, June 16th up until June 22nd. 2025. And if you happen to be interested for a personal reading, you can go to my website, which link you can find in the description down below. And there at the very front page, you can see a full list of my services and also their pricing. So based on your budget and also your needs, you can go for whichever one suits you best. Now, with that said, let's jump right away to the forecast. This reading is going to cover up Aries, Sun, Moon, and also Rising. So if you are born under the Aries star sign, then this reading is going to describe the situations, the events, the enterprises, and also the people that you are going to have to deal with going through your week. But if you're here because your moon is in Aries, then that reading will describe the way that you are going to feel going through your week and tackling with stuff around. And finally, if you are rising Aries, then the reading will describe the best way, or you can take from the reading the best way how you can deal with this stuff around. And therefore, watching for all three should give you a pretty good idea what week you're going to have ahead. So let me shuffle and let's see what you got. First one, that will be Knight of Swords. Followed by the second card here of the Nine of Cups. Moving on the third place, that will be the Fool. And the final one for you Aries, we have Knight of Cups. So these four cards, and that will be a week of too many choices going ahead. So primarily, I do believe that we're talking about job and work, and that you are going to make a rather quite of a good impression there in terms of how you stand. And that will open up a lot of doors for you. You're going to have too many choices. For example, whom you are going to work with. For example, what you're going to work on. The hours, you may have the privilege to choose your own hours. At least going through that particular week, I have a friend of mine that does that. And I don't know how good it is for him, because what happens is that he sleeps, I don't know, halfway into the afternoon, and then he has to work till late evening. So I don't know what kind of days he does have, right? But you may have the luxury to do that as well. The thing is that you're going to have too many choices, and that whole thing is going to happen to be the issue itself, at least for you. But I'm going a bit ahead of myself. The first one here, the first card that we do have for you, Aries, that is a Knight of Swords, which displays the environment and the topic of your week. And that card shows that this week is going to be all about decisions and all about logic, if you will. Because there are going to be quite a few situations that will require your judgment, or rather, like it's going to, going to require your decisions. And you need to be very, or rather like lean more toward your intelligence. It's going to be a very precious balance, for what I can say here, because Knight of Swords, it is the only card in the Court of Swords that takes emotions under consideration. And the issue for you that is going to happen is that how can I solve that in a way that is going to work, but in the same time is going to be a path I will like to walk. It's something that I will enjoy, for example, or at the very least is something that it is aligned with my self-righteousness. And this is going to be the solo subject there. So just by that card, I would say that a lot of situations are going to depend on you and are going to lean on your decision making, and that's why you have to put the intellectual first, or going about in intelligent rather than the emotional way, but that doesn't mean that you have to neglect your emotions. And just the fact that this card is into the first position, it kind of points that there is always going to be that option for you that will simultaneously work, and simultaneously is going to be something that you are going to enjoy being a part of, though it will take some comprehension, for deliberations, I'm sorry, for lack of better expression here, in order to find that it may not be obvious right from the get-go. And then we are moving to the second card here of your spread, which is Nine of Cups, and that is what is going to hold you back. Or what will be the troublesome aspect of your week here. And there is only one word that the Nine of Cups could stand for in that particular development, and that is sustenance. So once you find that option that is going to be more or less the perfect one in any given situation, especially at work, how can you sustain that development? This is going to be the issue, because the sustenance, at least according to the Nine of Cups, will require a lot of maintenance, a lot of input, a lot of devotion, if you will. And the other question that is going to stand for you is whether, yeah, it makes you happy, yeah, you like it, but do you like it enough? Does it make you happy enough in order for you to pour resources into it? Now, unfortunately, the reading does not answer that. Every single one of you has to make their own assessment. Every single Aries has to make its own assessment and move forward accordingly. But what is going to help you here, it is the Fool card. And these are the aspects, like I said, that are going to help you moving through the week. And the Fool card kind of shows that no matter what decisions you make going forward, there is going to be always a way how you I would say sever them. So meaning going back on your well, that sounds a bit stupid, not like going back on your word, guys, but more like taking back your actions and doing it in a different way. And so what is going to help you going through the week, it is at first your muse. So if you do follow your muse and do things that you believe in and do things that you enjoy doing and so on and so forth, you will never gonna go wrong. And something aside from the main narrative of your week here under the energy of the Fool card is that you will connect with people with ease. So that will be a week where you can make a bunch of friends, a bunch of allies, right? And it is just where these friendships or acquaintances are gonna lead you to, well, that is, the sky is the limit under the energy of the Fool card. It all comes to that, how likable they are going to be for you. One of them may turn into a romantic relationship, others may turn into a business partnerships, or just a good friends, but it all falls to that, how far you are willing to go with them. And what is going to help you, which is the most important thing here under the energy of the Fool card, it is that in these enterprises, old mistakes, old enemies, and it's kind of like old issues, old plights are not going to carry on. So once you decide with what path you want to go forward with your project, relationship, so on and so forth, the old concerns and old problems are going to abandon you. And regardless how much time is gonna take you to figure out for yourself the option you want to take, you will take one by the end of the week. We can see that with the Knight of Cups. And once you take that option, Well, guys, Knight of Cups always follows the dreams of thy heart. And so once you take that option, the dreams of your heart for that particular subject are gonna open up. They will become accomplishable. And the Knight of Cups, it is the only card maybe in Tarot that does not rely on luck, it does not rely on faith, it does not rely on the randomness of the circumstances. It only relies on its own, or rather like their own efforts. And the dreams of the heart are promised by the amount of efforts one puts in. So that means that once you make up your choice, if you give it all you got in it, then you're gonna take everything from it. And so that's going to conclude your reading, guys. Hopefully you do enjoyed it and you do liked it. And if you did, you can subscribe for the channel. If you haven't already, leave a like, leave a comment as well if you feel so. And hopefully we're gonna see each other next time. Until then, bye.